Hi guys, I'm B-Boy and welcome back to my YouTube channel again. Kindly, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe and share. Okay guys, today I have this trending clip of a young boy directly confronting the Prime Minister of Jamaica and Holness on some of the major problems they are facing as Jamaicans. Kindly have a look and then come back for more discussion.
Dear Prime Minister, where I live there are a lot of pedophiles, so I'm afraid of going to the shops when it's dark. Number 6, many of us are being bullied. Many of us are being beaten. Many of us are being sexually and emotionally abused. And we are being murdered. This violence started in the days of slavery, and to this day it continues. So I ask you, what are you doing to help break the cycle? One thing you can do is to listen to us. We are living with this violence every day. We are seeing it happen all around us, and we have a lot to say. Over the last 3 months, almost 300 children in 3 parishes spoke up about violence at sessions organized by UNICEF, the Office of the Children's Advocate, and Talk Up Youth. We learned about the rights we have in the Convention on the Rights of the Child, and we reasoned about what it means to have these rights, like the right to share our thoughts as we are here doing today. Let me bring you into our world. I will now read some of the experiences of violence that were shared by children at these sessions. This is what they wrote in their own words. Number 1, between the age of 5 to 10, I was exposed to physical abuse. It was a case where I had been beaten to the point where it felt like nothing to me. Her excuse for beating me so harshly was that she was trying to discipline me, but still it didn't cover up for her scars that are left from her gruesome disciplinary actions that are still haunting me today. Number 2, I have seen gunmen kill men. Number 3, I have been sexually abused by my father's friend. Number 4, I have seen parents verbally, emotionally, and physically abuse their child or children because of their reports. The children were told that they were worthless and would not turn out to be anything good in life. This left the children feeling unwanted, deserted, and some even started to feel suicidal. My grandmother lives in a very bad community, and sometimes I have to stay with her. Gunshots are fired very often. Most of the times it's with the intention of killing someone. Often shots are fired very close to her house. I have witnessed multiple drive-by shootings, stabbings, and people being killed at her doorstep. At my age, these things are very terrifying. These are only 6 of the hundreds of experiences that were shared by children just in the last 3 months. At every one of these sessions, most of the children had either experienced or witnessed violence. This means a lot of children in Jamaica are dealing with a lot of pain. Research from around the world shows that this kind of trauma can have negative effects on all aspects of a child's development. and it can have a lasting impact. Children who have been traumatized by violence have higher risks of school dropout, drug abuse, depression, diabetes, heart disease, and involvement with violence and crime. I don't want to live in a Jamaica where the children are so hurt by violence that they grow up to hurt themselves or to hurt other people. Do you? Do you? Thank you.
It's so sad that Jamaicans are so accustomed to poor leadership that when intelligent, sensible people hold the current government accountable or speak out about the injustice of the current government, boy, let me be respectful. I don't want to call y'all idiots, but it just seems so stupid to me that you're going to defend poor leadership. Like, do you not have standards? Do you not have children? Do you not want a better future for them? Because that's what you're telling me. The fact that you are content with this hogwash leadership tells me that not only do you not love yourselves, you don't even love your kids to want to give them a better future. And for those of you saying that the government is doing such a good job, give specifics and stop talking claptrap on people's pages. Because you just saying, oh, it's good with nothing behind it is you saying a whole lot of nothing. And furthermore, when you choose to be a leader, you choose to be in a position where you are held accountable. Just like if you are a parent, you chose to have kids, so you chose that responsibility and you chose to be in a position where you can be held accountable if you are not taking care of those responsibilities. So as a parent, you're not minding a child. That's why you can be taken to court for maintenance. That's why kids have rights, so that parents can do right by them, and if they are not, they can be held accountable by the law. And it's the same with the government. Just like how a parent choose to have kids, the PM himself chose to be a leader. Nobody never dig him up in Spanish Town and beg him to serve the Jamaican people. Him take up himself and decided he wanted to serve. He's the same one who swore to be a good and faithful prime minister. Not my words, his. So holding him accountable has nothing to do with my personal feelings towards him. Holding him accountable has to do with his leadership, what he promised to do and what he ought to do based on the trust that Jamaicans have given him to serve as prime minister.
So we're raising our voice in concert against Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party government. The corruption, the police brutality that them allowed to happen, the broken roads and sidewalks and drains, dilapidated schools and hospitals, the pay increase that they give to themselves. And him say we must raise our voice against anything when him corruption.
Mr. Andrew Holness, we are coming from school, Troy High in Trelawney. Look what we have to cross. Look, no bridge, all cow in the water, cow Joan from bank side. Look there. Look on the bridge, capture every bridge over there. So. Look, we have to risk with life. Risk
life to get
risk education. Look on bridge over the cross. Look.
I do want to talk about my hello, the need to do something.
Mr. Andrew Holness, I say, if you see this, I don't need to come. Come look on the bridge. Look on the condition we have to go through every day. You see all that hurricane season now, Mr. Andrew Holness. We can't take it no more. Bridge, we say bridge.
Hope you have watched the full clip, and I really think that this is really important information that everybody outside there should hear. Okay, these things are not only happening in Jamaica only, but what I can say, they are happening across all the world. Most of the countries are experiencing such problem. So to hear such a youth with a positive mindset, with a very empowering and inspiring message, I'm so much proud of this young boy. Okay, in many countries, many youths are facing a lot of violence. It's not only Jamaican. Violence in the home, violence in the street, whereby young children are seeing people shot on the street, are seeing people stealing in the street. Or maybe when they come home, they are seeing their fathers beating their mothers, maybe due to some mistake they have done in the home. But what I can just really say is that it's high time the government should intervene through all this problem to encourage our youth and maybe our families to treat their children in a good way, to encourage youth or to create job opportunities for youth so that they cannot go to the street to steal, whereby that's the form of creating violence. You know, when you are being just educated or maybe you have dropped out of school, the only thing a youth can do is just to go to the street and start stealing. And after all, stealing, it has its own consequences. The consequence of stealing is death, and this will lead to early death rate. We will lose a lot of youth in the street due to such problem, like there is unemployment in the country, whereby there is no job that lead to these people to go and steal. Yeah, many youth in let me say in the whole world face a lot of violence in the country. So it's high time to government to intervene, to talk to this parent of these people to stop this violent problem in the country. Another thing, these children say that they are being abused sexually and emotionally. Yeah, many youth in many countries, like let me say these young age girls, there is a lot of rape cases in the countries whereby a girl cannot just walk in a long road, or maybe say in a place like where she's just alone. You will experience more harassment by maybe these young men, whereby it will lead them to raping him, and this will really hurt this girl psychologically, where maybe it can lead him to committing suicide. So this being abused of sexually is then another major problem, and I think there is just some way where the government can solve all this. Another problem is, well guys, another thing the government should do is just to concentrate majorly on this government project. You see, like this bridge that is near to this school of these girls, they are complaining when it has rained heavily, the bridge overflow, and that's a problem whereby they cannot go back home or just go to school so that they can be educated. I think that's a major problem that the government should intervene, and the only solution is just to build good bridges, build good roads whereby everyone can access to it. And when maybe there is rain or there is flood, there will be no such problem in the country. We know corruption is still in many countries, and later on maybe it will be a better place to live. Thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's meet next in the next clip.